Story time, go! One day in the warp, Commissar Captain Lord Dave was looking for an extra heretic. It was Disco Sorcerer Vortigontis of the Alfa Legion. For you see, the Disco Sorcerer, in his funky rage, had decided to kidnap the Choir Master Nightmare of the Alfa Legion chapter. How can it be both a legion and a chapter? Shut the fuck up, that's how. Now then, back to the story. As Dave traversed the ever so sensual plains of Slanesh's palace, he had to avert his steely gaze from the architecture of the mind-raping palace, for it was filled with heresies such as bottomless cigar boxes, an infinite blam pistol, and awesome sandwiches floating in mayonnaise. Meanwhile, he was being trailed by the sneakiest of orcs, Larry.
Oh.
He was currently taking a shit in the corner. Anyway, as Dave traversed the ever-infinite spire of Slanesh's palace, well, that was really his penis, because Slanesh would totally fucking do that, because he's a fucking boss. Anyway, as he traversed the tower, fighting through legions of demonettes, he came face to face with the Keeper of Secrets, one of the greater demons of Slanesh. Who are you? Asked the greater demon, his voice all filled with faggotry and cum-dumping. I am the Commissar Lord Captain Dave, and I shall rescue the Choir Master Nightmare. But she is a demon, don't you know? But she's a demon heretic! And then Dave pulled out his infinite blam pistol that he had picked up, for what Commissar could resist such a temptation, and blew that bitch's brains all over the walls. Stepping over the flaming corpse in more ways than one, Dave continued to ascend the tower. Meanwhile, Larry Luxus continued to take his shit, for he had eaten Scootaloo, who may have been a chicken. Dave continued to ascend the tower for 5 days and 4 nights. What happened that last night, you ask? Don't ask, the time warp works kind of fucking weird in the war. But anyway.
It was a disco night.
Yes, it was a disco
We had a
night.
pint. It was very nice. Drago was there.
But
it was thrilling.
Anyway, Dave kicked in the door to Disco Sorcerer's quarters and saw that the poor man was currently chained to his bed. "Help me, Dave!" Disco Sorcerer cried out in his dulcet tones that had summoned so many disco wildfires before. "What are you doing there, Disco? You see, this demon, she is insatiable. She keeps on stealing my dick and my essence and my semen all up in her butthole. And then, and only then, did the Choir Master appear from the shadows, laden with the streaming, dripping white disco funk. Or should I say, disco spunk? Oh yes, I went there, boys and girls.
Oh God. We can't.
You see, I am a daemonette, you fucking idiot. What did you expect to happen? The Disco Sorcerer could only hang his head in shame at the lack of hindsight and of foresight at this, his most fatal of decisions. "I'm sorry, Choir Master," he said, his voice dripping with regret, much like his cock dripped with cum.
Oh, this is no longer PG-13.
And then the Choir Master patted him upon his bald head and put on his sunglasses. "It is okay, Disco Sorcerer. I forgive you." And then Commissar Lord Dave, who was also a captain, could only facepalm in abject shame at his battle brothers. The end.
Oh God.
That is no longer PG-13.
Did I finish my shit?
Oh God.